Hey guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about what is a very common issue, which is it gets described as shifting into your plant foot or shifting into the brace. And I want to talk about really two specific concerns. One is that it's very easy to do all of the motions, and I'm just going to try and demonstrate it, of a backhand with an X step. And in that motion, the one I just showed you, I never shifted into my brace. What I did is I put my front foot down, and then as soon as the upper body came through, I rotated open. But I never I use this analogy sometimes when I'm talking about stuff online, is that no matter how you go about it, when the plant foot comes down, it's like a pole vaulter planting that pole, bending it, and then trajecting your weight forward. So in this example, our plant leg is the pole, and for example, if you're watching slow motion of the big arm guys throwing, it kind of gets lost in there a little bit. But there's a great slow motion of David Wiggins, and I'll have to dig up the video, but at one point he blows his plant foot out in the throw, and he goes skittering straight forward on, like his plant foot hit and blew out forward. And what it clicked in my head is how important it is that you catch your weight. On your plant foot. It doesn't have to be a long thing, and I don't want to get in the habit of saying that you're doing everything and getting the weight here and then throwing, but you do want to shift into the brace so that when it does come around, we have a strong axis. Will Schustrick, love or hate how flexible he is, you can really see when he plants and rotates, because he leaves his back leg well behind as a counterbalance. So what I want to see is, if I'm looking at footage, is that you're shifting into it and then staying around that axis, and that you're not doing what I'm just equally guilty of, which is getting too far over and bringing all of my momentum right past. If you're too far this side of your plant and bringing all your upper body through here, it's gonna like catapult you through to catch. If you get it balanced when you're throwing that shot and catching your weight against this plant, even if you throw with a lot of force, that counterbalance, you stay behind it and you twist your foot open and you're standing. If I'm coming at you, I want to know that. So the way I oftentimes talk to guys is I'll say, what I want you to do as a fix to the catapulting past the brace or not really catching your weight is pick a line. So like right near here, I've got a line right running down my garage, and carry your momentum down the line, and I want to catch it, and I want to be able to throw that weight back. And I think I originally caught this from Richard Hatton, our English brother, who was saying that, you know, when you're developing your brace, just come in and jump back. Come in and jump back. and get used to catching that weight and driving it back. Well, for a lot of people, throwing with a one step is pretty easy to catch, but what'll happen is they'll take that extra X step and they'll lean forward too much, and then when they throw, they can't catch it anymore. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our X step down the line, catch it, and bring it back. Now, I don't want you to necessarily throw this way, but it's a tool to feel that loading. And so a big part of that loading into from behind is what Sidewinder would call the butt wipe drill. So one way, so it's pretty easy to feel the butt wipe drill if you've got a door or a wall to wipe your trailing butt cheek along the wall and then catch and rotate so that your leading butt cheek would push into the wall. Another way that I've helped people discover it is, let's go to our absolute, a final pose. So rotate your foot open, your arm is followed through, and this is the position I want to be in. From here, let's bring it back, okay? And then when I get to about here, my foot's going to come back to closed, okay? And I want to have my back leg braced against the front. I'm pushing forward here. And then as I bring the disc back, I'm shifting away. So this is just so that I can feel. Now when I bring it back forward, there's that shift. Okay? And that's how we're shifting into that torsion against our front plant. Now I can open, follow through. I've left my back leg as counterbalance, and I'm upright.